senior cornerback Demetrius Monday. Coach?
Again, disappointed with the loss, but proud of our team on how we fought and how they played. We played a lot better in a lot of different areas. A lot of young guys stepped up. I think our special teams continue to get better. We put a true freshman, back at our punt return, and he did a really good job. And Ray James, and you look at our coverage unit with Miles Daniels and Bronzak. Those guys are continue to do a really good job, and of course Derek with his punt game is really doing a good job. But again, offensively, has some chances, to put some points on the board. We had a touchdown taken away with a penalty, and again chose to go for it on 4th and 1 when we were in field goal range just to try to get some momentum and got stopped. But defensively played a lot better from week 3 than what we did week 1 and week 2. So a lot of things we can look at that are definitely positive. Like we told the team, this morning, it doesn't get any easier. We played a lot better, but we can go from the penthouse to the outhouse real fast with the team that we're playing this week. So we got to continue to improve and make sure we correct the mistakes. We did get better with our penalties, still had a lot of penalties, but they kind of happened in the first half. We had 9 last week in the second half. We only had 2 in the second half this week. So made some improvements, and, like I said, it doesn't get any easier. We need a great week of preparation to go against, a very good Louisville team.
Got any update on Nick?
Not yet.
As far as who you played after he went out, obviously played 2 guys.
Yeah.
Any movement there as far as?
No, we'll continue. I mean, those guys were 2 and 3. With Bolus and Crum, and we haven't burned Phyllis's red shirt yet, so we'll see how it goes during the week to see if we need to do that or not.
Is Nick a knee?
Yes.
Is it the same one?
No, it's the other.
Is it just going to be one of them? See how it goes this week?
Yeah, he's got an MRI today.
Oh, okay. Nothing gained until the end of the half. How big was that touchdown? I mean, as well as you played to give that up, was it hard to recover from, or not so much?
No, I don't think so, because you look at again how we played in the third quarter. We gave up the 2 touchdowns at the end of doing some stuff that we normally didn't do, just to try to get them stopped and get them, a little bit momentum. But halftime was good. Our guys were good. Our guys were confident. Really there was 2 penalties in that drive that kept that drive alive. That really hurt us. We had one on 3rd and 12 that kind of kept the drive alive, and we were off the field with 1 minute and 40 something left to go, in the half. So, but I don't think it was more disappointment that we gave it up compared to we were playing bad or whatever, because I think we came out in the third half and we moved the ball. Also, and we had a bunch of stops in that third quarter. I think on both sides. I think everybody punted at least 2 or 3 times in that third quarter, and then we got out of character a little bit defensively and just trying to create some stuff to happen, and gave up the 2 touchdowns at the end.
How did you feel about the defense compared to maybe the first couple weeks?
I feel like we got better. We still got a lot to work on. There's still room for improvement. We just got to keep working on our preparation. That's a big deal that the coaches, emphasize every week. Preparation, and we got to make sure we get in the film room, make sure we stay low, and stuff like that we got to keep working on. It's the small things that's going to be every week. So I just think we just got to keep making sure we, keep everybody energy up, make sure we keep everybody head focused, and things of that nature.
What was it like to be there again? To see things with your own eyes.
It was good. It was good, to be there for the whole week. To be involved truly involved in the preparation of practice and in the game plan and things like that. So that was totally different, and felt a lot more comfortable with calling the game, being there for a whole week compared to just kind of helping out, So it was totally different.
You were in the press box.
Yeah.
Is that a week thing, or is that
Yeah.
something you want to do?
No, it's a week-to-week thing. I mean, I planned on going up in the first half and down in the second half, but kind of the way the game was going, I, kind of wanted to stay up in the second half. But I plan on being down this week.
Demetrius, when you see what Brady had done the previous week, what was your game plan going in to defend him? You and the rest of the D-backs, but how were you able to basically take him out of that game while you were in there?
We watched a lot of film, and we didn't look at it as, oh, he's not this or he's that. We gave him the respect that he deserved. He had a good game. And our preparation just, go back to say, our preparation that we just focusing on making sure we play with good eyes, play with good pad level, and play low. So we just made sure that we prepare for what was coming because, watching film, we see what they love to do. So, we just kind of prepared better for them.
Because they looked visibly frustrated at times, and I mean, it was something like almost the younger guys maybe fed off of what you were doing out there.
Mm-hmm. We all talk. When we get on the sideline after a series, we make sure we keep each other energy up, tell each other what do we see, and make sure we get a group discussion in. So make sure keep your eyes good, and make sure you stay energized, don't get too low, and stuff like that. So we kind of talk with each other and make sure we have a level head. So I think that came in a big part.
The offense is finishing drives again. I mean, that's something that's kind of been an issue. I don't know what, just keep plugging away with what you're doing. Anything you change there?
Yeah, because again, I mean, you got 7 points taken off the board with a penalty, which would have probably changed the whole course of it. And you just got to, I mean, 4th and 1 percentages say that you're going to get it more than you miss it. So I look again on that situation. I would go for it again in the course of that game just because I wanted to keep momentum and we were driving, the ball that you think that you can get to 4th and 1. But, again, it's just the execution. We got to make sure in critical situations we execute and continue to work on, execution. But you don't change anything. Again, change signs is a sign of panic. You just got to do the little things a little bit better.
Flipping them next week, I mean, it's a huge challenge for you, obviously, and for the defense as a whole. But just talk about facing the Heisman Trophy winner, what that feels like.
Yeah, we know what he's accomplished. We're not gonna look at it as this giant, but we're gonna go out and play, make sure we talk to each other, make sure we do what we need to do. We're not gonna look past the job that we need to get done. So we're gonna look at it as a regular game and go in just like that.
I mean, you in particular, just coming off a nice week, what you did, and then you get another challenge here. Just as a guy that wants to be in the league corner, just talk about that opportunity to face a team.
Well, that's a good opportunity. Every game is a good opportunity just to play another one. And we know what kind of game it is. We got to go in with our level head. And we glad to have Coach Haynes back to help us. Help us stay focused. And he plays a big part, and we just good to have him back. That's my guy. So I was kind of happy when he came back. So I know that we're gonna go in, and he's gonna make sure we do what we need to do to get the win, or go in to play good, or do what we need to do. So.
National champs is no big deal, but Heisman Trophy winner is something different.
Yeah, it's again, these are games that we got to make sure that we do, what we do. We know, and that's kind of how we challenge the team. We did play better. We did come out with a loss, but we did play better. And I'm speaking defensively, but we can very easily go from the penthouse to the outhouse with another dynamic, offense. And so it still comes back to this is a marathon. This isn't a 100-yard dash. So we got to make sure that we come out of this game feeling that we got, better, and we can control what we can control, and that is it. And don't go in. I told these guys you can't go into a game like this trying to get drafted. This ain't a game that I'm gonna get drafted on how I play against Louisville. You end up screwing it up, anyway. So just keep a level head. Just do what we do. Continue to improve. I mean, you sit there and you watch tape. The dude's dynamic. I mean, it's Louisville, and you compare two programs, and it's night and day, with the two programs. But it doesn't have to be. We only play them once. We only got to be better than them one day out of the whole year, and that's it. And that's what we got to make sure that we focus on is we just need to be better than them Saturday, and the rest of the days wish them luck, you know. But they're going to be in some type of way, you know, feeling coming off of that game. Me and Bobby definitely have a history together, coached together twice. A lot of guys on that staff that I know, a lot of guys in that office, you know, a lot of same people when I was at Louisville are still around. So it'll be a good environment and be a big game, you know. But again, it's just another step for us. You know, we don't go into the season saying we need to beat Louisville. We go into the season saying we need to be MAC champs, and that's it.
Does it help at all that you play Clemson, they play Clemson?
No. I mean, I think you got to be very careful with trying to do what Clemson does. Clemson is Clemson. Clemson got different dudes than what we have, you know. So it's not that we're going to go in there and try to take a game plan of Clemson and go in there and try to do the same thing. We are who we are, and we're going to work on what we need to work on to get better down the road.
How'd you come out of, obviously, Nick, anyone else health-wise?
Beat up and banged up, you know. Nick, we got a couple. Miles Washington is banged up. Miles Daniels is banged up. So we're banged up, you know. But, again, that's a part of the game. You know, it's a physical game. It's next man up. We had a lot of young guys step up. We had two freshman linebackers, Sam Thomas and Cepeda Phillips, step up on our SEALs, you know, team. And that doesn't happen a lot. I don't put a whole lot of freshmen on our SEALs unit, which is the most important play in football. But those guys did a very good job on stepping in, you know. So John Bronzak has been lights out on our recon unit and our cover unit. So it's a part of the game, next man up. Louisville don't care, you know, on how beat up we are. They are a very physical team. And again, I mean, Bobby will score 100 if he can, and I know that for sure. You know, so we're gonna have to go in there and play a very good football game, a very smart football game, or again, like I said, we'll go from the penthouse to the outhouse real fast.
Have you kept in, stayed close with Bobby through the years?
It's kind of like, I mean, we don't talk. You know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. We coached at Jacksonville together, and I didn't talk to him until the Louisville job, you know, opened up and had an opportunity to work with him there. And again, but have an ultimate respect for him. I mean, he's a very good football coach. They do a very good job. It's a great place. You know, like I said, I was there for 8 months. Thought I was going to be there longer, but was there for 8 months. And they made a ton of improvements, you know, to that place. I probably won't even recognize it, you know, going into the stadium and the indoor. We didn't have an indoor at the time. You know, I was there. So a lot of improvements that they have made since I was there in whatever it was, 2000 and whatever, you know. So, but like I said, there's a lot of guys on that staff. L.D. Scott, his son-in-law, D-line coach. Kobe, their wide receiver coach, I have history with a lot of those guys. So it'd be a little bit of a homecoming with coaches that I know. But like I said, we're going to have to play lights out because they won't have any mercy. There ain't going to be a mercy rule in this one at all, you know. So we need to go out there and play the game for 60 minutes for sure.
Matt Barr didn't play last week. What's up?
He has a knee. Yeah. Done. He's out for the season.
That happened in practice last week.
In the game. Yeah, it was in the game, and yeah.
You kept playing?
Yep.
Anything else?
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Got 1 minute.
Yeah.